Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations from March 14th, Tuesday, 2017 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi. I'm joined by my co-hostess Lala, who's being kind of pushy, and our energy mantra for today is, when I focus on myself, I can balance and integrate the all that is. And balance is a good theme for today because we have the sun at 24 degrees in Pisces. 2 plus 4 is the 6. That is the degree of Libra, bringing in this element of balance. We have the moon in the Libra, hoping to bring in the element of balance. And today we are tightening this T-square. Just a day, we will move through with as much grace and ease as possible. But I keep talking about this tension that can come up in the T-square. So T-square happens when signs of the same quality, I guess it is. All the cardinal signs, well, not all of them, but 3 of the cardinal signs in this case are activated. So these signs are Libra, Capricorn, and Aries. And so we have the moon in Libra activating this T-square, which is ongoing as Pluto, Jupiter, and Uranus all do and all are connecting into each other. But the moon kind of rushes in, brings some emotional energy to it. The moon moves through and shows, oh, this connection, this thing is still going on. So the T-square involves opposition and it involves square, which is resistance. So we have opposition and resistance going on. This is not outside of ourselves, this is within ourselves, and I do think this goes back into this energy of self-love that we have been talking about. But I think that where we find the medicine, where we find the elixir, that's the word I was looking for, the elixir in this is actually in the other aspect that we have going on today. We have the sun and Chiron and Pallas all meeting up in Pisces. And this is so interesting because this is such a healing connection. The sun brings the light. The sun brings the vitality. Chiron brings up the wounds. Chiron also brings the capability to heal the wound. If there is a wound of any kind, there is a way to heal it. And so Chiron's like, hey, we can heal this. This is how we're going to go about it. And then we have Pallas, which may bring us a little bit of focus into this energy. This is at 24 degrees, that degree of balance, that degree which shows us the balance is found in balancing ourselves, by coming into ourself. So what I love about this connection, and then I'll go back into the T-square a little bit, is that Pisces energy, what we've been talking about, is that it incorporates everything. Pisces is the final sign of the zodiac. So all of the lessons are encapsulated in one. And that's what Pisces is all about, returning into the oneness. So Pisces is reminding us, the oneness is here. The oneness is in you. And I was like, oh, since it's such a primal day, give me an animal. Give me an animal to help me, show the oneness. And I got Turtle. And Turtle's like, here you are, being, house, home, everything, all in one. And the turtle thing is ancient soul, grounded, trusting, at home in the self. This is your elixir. Coming in to being at home within yourself. Coming in knowing that the ability to heal whatever needs healing is in yourself. And coming into this energy. Now, I feel like a big part of this thing ties into the Pallas. So Pallas energy ties us to the patriarchy. Pallas herself is not patriarchal in nature, although she had some interesting father issues. If you read her story, Athena's story, Pallas Athena's story. But what comes up when I look at Pallas, I see the patriarchal stuff. And patriarchy energy is the energy of control. And what's going on today in this T-square energy, those cardinal signs, they want to be a leader. And how some look at leadership is, I need to be in control. I need to direct everything. That's how I'm going to be a leader. And so I think this is finding that within ourselves, that where we try to control things in order to be the leader. Those places where we try to control things because we feel out of control with ourselves. So we're finding the balance by releasing the control. You're sitting on all of my cards, little kitty. Oh, cats. She's like, but this is mine, and this is mine, and this is mine. So we're coming into mastery which is releasing this control in ourselves, allowing the healing path, which I want to remind you what I say often. One of my teachers told me, we don't know what healing looks like. And I would take it a step further, is healing looks like whatever is in this moment. And then healing, continued healing, is how you decide to take this energy that you're being offered as this healing path and using it for you or resisting against it. What are you going to do in this energy? A lot of us take that control route, and it's because this is what we've been taught. There's no shame in that. That's what we've been taught. But there's an opportunity for mastery in this. There's an opportunity to change this energy. There's an opportunity to choose self-love. There's an opportunity to come into union within yourself, with your highest self, with your true self in this energy. And let go of those things outside of you. I pulled these 2 cards yesterday. I promised you I shuffled really well. And the way I pull cards, I do not pull them straight off the top of the deck. So here they are again, letting go in that totality, which we have this letting go. What do you need to let go of? Chances are you need to let go of some of the control that you have going on in your life. And chances are the control that you have going on in your life is not even focused on yourself. It is focused on these outside things that you actually have little to no control over. This is what mastery is. This is where you need some awareness. What are you trying to control that's outside of you? Where can you come back in? Find this balance within you. So this T-square is going to light that up. The first connection in the T-square is the moon squaring Pluto. So that moon in Libra is like, okay, I'm going to find this balance. I'm going to find this balance. And Pluto's like, you keep trying to find this balance outside of you because you don't yet know your worth. This connection is at 19 degrees Pluto. 19 degrees Capricorn, sorry. We just had Pluto shift to 19 degrees. That is a 10. 10 is knowing your worth, honoring your worth, showing up and loving yourself according to your worth. So, you may be looking for love in all the wrong places. You may be looking for love in all the wrong places by trying to control all these things outside of yourself. Pluto's like, hey, empowerment, know thyself, see the shadows, see why it is you need to control these things outside of yourself. Sometimes I need the awareness. I can be a mental person. I'm a thinker. The logic sometimes helps me understand, okay, why am I doing this? Now I know why I can let this go. So bring about the awareness if you need that. Or if you're the person who's like, no, I'm looking outside myself. I don't need to do that. Shoot, balance. Do that. Do whatever works for you, but know your worth. Honor your worth enough to do that. The moon will then conjunct Jupiter. Beautiful. 21 degrees. Jupiter, retrograde in Libra, expanding our self-love. And 21 degrees is the degree of expansion. So it's like double expansion. Do something that makes you feel like, oh, I do love myself. It could be something little like taking yourself out for a barefoot walk. Those on the East Coast may not be doing that. But if you're on the West Coast right now, maybe that's something you want to do. Or making yourself a bowl of soup. Doing something to show yourself, I love you. I'm showing up for you. This is part of the mastery. Actually, not just even thinking, I love you, but looking at yourself in the mirror and being like, I love you. And really saying that, really owning it, knowing that can shift your path. So, the next connection, moon opposite Uranus, 22 degrees, evolution, revolution. Where is it that you need to let go? Where do you need to evolve yourself? Where do you need to shift yourself? And this may come between yourself and the other. So, from the fairy tale cards, I have the love triangle card, and there's literally a triangle on it. I have the Three of Swords, which the Three of Swords is a card of stress and confusion and can signal lost love. But I love what it says in here. What it actually is a loss of self-love. What's needed is reunion of the heart chakra and the crown chakra. So, this is an opportunity to let go of focusing on those things outside of yourself and coming into yourself. And I love the advice of this card. This advice in this card is like, dance, play music. And if you were asking me, how do I feel better? That's what I'd tell you. Turn up the music, dance, do some things to appreciate in yourself. So since I didn't like that card, I was like, well, can I have another card? And what they showed me was the Two of Crystals. And look at here, it's out of balance. This is because the focus is outside of yourself. This is because you're not at home in yourself. This is because you're trying to control things outside of yourself. And this is saying you've got to come in to yourself. The balance in this card is because you're not focused within yourself. This card is the first stage of conscious integration. So this process is an internal process, and a flowing pattern will result of you turning within. So we've got to be the turtle today and come within. Now, speaking of turtle, I also have the patience card. So, we're humans, and we're like, okay, I'm doing this self-love work. I'm doing it. Where are the benefits? Universe, where's the love coming in at me? And the universe is like, hey, patience. Prove that you're in this for the right reasons. Prove that you're really up for this. When I focus on myself, I can balance and integrate the all that is. Ouch. Claws. So this is the time to come into yourself. This is a time of mastery. These tough astro energies, they're setting us up. I've been looking at the future astro for a really long time, and people ask me, when is the astro going to get better? I'm like, well, I think we have some time. I think we're going to be going through a quickening and intensifying, because it's going to be taking us into, in a few years, some interesting astro that we need to be grounded for. So we've got to face our issues. We've got to get okay within ourselves. And so this is what it's doing. And today we're facing the energy of control and realizing that that energy of control is throwing us off balance because we are looking for love in all the wrong places, going back into my astro energy yesterday. So I suggest, if you resonate with this, go check out my blog that I posted. It is a twin flame theme blog of being your own hero. However, this rings true for everyone in any kind of relationship. So go check that out. Tell me what you think about it. And book a reading if you'd like to dive in deeper, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.